Good morning. This is the 60 Seconds to Serenity with Gregg Hammond. It is Monday, January 29, 2018. 60 Seconds to Serenity tools to help you have a fantastic day and a fantastic week by using the tools for the 60 Seconds to Serenity. And if you've been on with me in the morning since October, and you've been working on these exercises, you probably noticed a bit of a shift. And if you're just hopping in and you're just getting started with 60 Seconds to Serenity, you can go back and watch some of those to catch up where we are. But we're using the power. Good morning. I see everybody hopping on from all over. I see Florida and Maryland, and I see the UK. Welcome to the 60 Seconds to Serenity. Good morning. It's a Magic Monday, and I'm going to give you some fantastic stuff to add into your day, add into your week, and talk about some important things to carry forward. We've been preparing this beautiful garden soil of our life since October of last year, coming in preparing to move through the winter so that when we get to the spring, we have amazing new growth in our life. And we're using the 60 Seconds to Serenity as a tool for a capsule of time, 60 seconds. And in the 60 seconds, using our breath, taking slow, relaxed breath in and out, like the waves coming in on a beach. You think about a beach in a place where you've seen it in either a movie or a picture or a commercial. You've seen that beach that has the waves just coming in, soft, gentle waves, and then they come back out, and you're breathing. Your goal is to focus your breath like that, to really pay attention and listen to the air coming into your body and going out. And as you're doing that, you're using all of these other tools, the higher mental faculties, to be able to use your imagination and be able to use your thinking process to make positive statements, empowering statements. And we're doing this to weed out and get rid of disempowering statements that come in from everywhere. If you watch news, there's tons of information that can come in and charge you up in a negative way, make you feel stressed, and we want to remove that, right? And that will carry through your day if you allow the disempowering statements and the stressful stuff to remain there. If you allow it to come in and remain there, that's going to be with you through the day, whether you are aware of it or not. And by using 60 Seconds to Serenity tools, you can shift that. You can weed those out, and you can shift into a positive vibration, and that gives you good news, right? That's the good news, instead of tuning into the news, which is full of stuff that will make you feel that way. You're using the 60 Seconds to Serenity as your good news. Like, your life just got a whole lot easier. Some of the stuff that we've talked about, right? I've popped this up here, the daily affirmation of health. This is very empowering. You can screenshot this or come back and watch this later if you haven't seen this already. But it's about focusing on the fact that your body is an amazing, amazing thing that you're living inside your body, right? And that you have this amazing body that can communicate. And as long as you're using your higher mental faculties, using something like 60 Seconds to Serenity, focusing on staying hydrated, putting plenty of water in there, and thinking about paying attention to how much water you're drinking. A nice sip every now and then throughout your day. And you can, I love water bottles like this. I recommend you get something like this. If you don't know where to get one, maybe you want one that is a dual purpose, where you can shake up drinks in there. If you like to shake up drinks, I have tons of things to tell you about. You can just message me, and I'll send you some information about drinks, healthy proteins and powders and energy, and all very healthy. I can tell you about that stuff. But it's nice to keep track of how much water you've been consuming. 2 of these a day dispersed through the day. Really helps. Some of these empowering statements that we've been doing as we do our breathing in and breathing out, slow and calm breaths, right? It's easy to get sidetracked, and that's why 60 seconds to Serenity is just a small capsule of time. The idea is that in 60 seconds, if you've used these tools, you can, within 60 seconds, shift into the calm and serene mind. The reason for the calm, serene, to do this and to shift into the calm and serene mind is because that is your superpower. When you have a calm, serene mind, you are able to respond to things going on in the day, whether it's stuff coming in, people saying things, sometimes getting started at the beginning of the week, you're going quickly through your morning, you might bump into something, and you can respond to that particular thing happening, or you can react. And if you react, you can set off chain reactions. But if you respond, you stay in control. Using 60 seconds to Serenity tools as you're breathing in and breathing out, like those calm waves on the beach, and using your empowering statements, such as, I am happy, I am healthy, my heart is always smiling, everywhere I go, I am in paradise, because it's here in your mindset. It's not just a place. It's not like you have to move to a particular place to be in paradise. You are always in paradise. You're living inside of a amazing body that has all these cells to communicate, and a brain that is controlling that station, and the higher faculties, higher mental faculties to go through the process. You can imagine things, and go back to, right, a time in your life, in your memory, this amazing computer that is storing all this information, and has, now that science is showing they can demonstrate and document that it from the perspective, and it is perspective, right? It's endless, the amount of information that can go into your brain. Instead of thinking, well, I can only cram so many thoughts in there and then I just can't remember. It's not true. It's just exercising all parts of your brain. Playing music and listening to music have shown to be, that is the most powerful thing for your brain. Sometimes you just know that when you're hearing music and you're feeling it. And sometimes it's an unconscious thing, but music activates every part of your brain. Exercising all parts of your brain, such as the things that we're doing with 60 seconds to Serenity, will help you exercise those parts of the brain. And that's part of the whole idea of the 60 seconds to Serenity, is that we're taking small capsules of time and stacking them together. You take the 60 seconds to zero in on a calm, serene mind and keep yourself in the ability and empowered to respond to things going on. So some of these empowering statements that I just demonstrated, right? Hydration is good, Mariah. Yes. So I'm happy, I am healthy, I am helpful, right? Open the door for somebody. Do just a small little thing for somebody, and it shifts your day. It shifts the energy for other people, and you become part of the change that you want to see in the world. I live in paradise. I was talking about that. That is in your mind, right? My memory is very good because you have endless memory. That science is documenting that your brain is an endless, vast, endless amount of storage. It's like the cloud, endless amount of storage, which a lot of people have come to the point where they don't believe that, right? And more science is showing that, and I'm delighted that it is. It's coming out there in the news more. Keep smiling. If you want some Keep Smiling cards, they are free for the cards. You just have to pay for the shipping, and there's ways that you can, there is a way through Delighted, where Delighted is the website that is part of the Keep Smiling movement. You can buy yourself a $50 shopping card for some place that you want to shop, and that $50, you get your card and the $50 credit for yourself if you want, or to give a gift to someone, and the money goes to the charity of your choice. And when you do that, you then get the free shipping on these cards. So go through and select a whole bunch of these cards from your Daily Smile, or the Daily Smile, and order cards. You can get them in 20 different languages to share with people. Newsflash, there it is again, right? Good news, your life just got a whole lot easier. So, I had a few people write in and send me messages about, as they came into the new year, discovering that it was difficult to maintain a New Year's resolution or a commitment. They felt like they buckled or they had stopped, and that frustration. So, and a few people had said that one of the things that they were trying to do was to stop consuming so much alcohol. And so I decided that today I would share some information, because along the same lines, any kind of commitment, maybe you were trying to go to the gym, or maybe you were trying to eat less food that you didn't want to eat for whatever reason. And so the New Year's resolution is one of those things that people in the mindset feel like if they didn't keep going all the way through in January, that it's over. But hey, it's only January, right? We're just coming to the end of the month. In 30 days of trying to adjust something, right, is challenging. You use the 60 seconds to Serenity tools, where you use your breathing and these empowering statements. We've talked about the gratitude list, right? Writing out 10 things that you're grateful for, and taking something that you're really, really grateful for that's happened in your life, something that was exciting, and think about that as you're doing the breathing. So the idea is you're connecting your breath to something very empowering, and a memory of something fantastic, right? So that in 60 seconds you can come back to a calm mind to shift, right? So as far as a New Year's resolution or something along the lines of, because I'm mentioning this because I had somebody say, I sure would like to eliminate drinking wine as much as I do. And somebody said that they wanted to eliminate drinking beer. And then somebody else said that they wanted to eliminate drinking whiskey. And I thought, all right, so there's 3 people and 3 things that came in the same 48-hour period. And I said, all right, so that's important. It's a vibration that's out there. So you've heard me mention my friend Jack Hanfield. I've been out to his house, and we played guitar, and we talked about different projects that I've been working on. And he is a leader in the field. There are so many great leaders out there in personal development. Jack is fantastic and super nice guy. He put together this book. It's called The 30-Day Sobriety Solution. And it sounds like, all right, so that's sobriety, right? It actually is empowering for anything. And the story behind it, of why he created this, is very inspiring. But it's I like the story that he was sharing about the journey of this as they created this book, and what they wanted to do as they put all of this together. It's not just, it is similar to my 60 Seconds to Serenity, and he goes through step by step every single day. It's just for 30 days of these things that you're going to do, and they climb right up and take you through. This is great. The idea is that maybe you just want to cut back. Maybe you just said, that many, consuming that many, and think about it like this. It might be drinking alcohol. It might be eating too many cakes. If you sit down and you find that you start with a piece of cake, and then you realize that that you don't want to put the cake away because that'll go bad, and so you eat the whole cake. If that's one of those things, it's the same kind of thing. It could be anything. Maybe it's binge watching some shows that that are putting too much of the negative stuff in your mind. Whatever it is, you can use this method to eliminate that, right? And what a perfect time. Usually at the end of January, a lot of people just said, forget it. I guess this isn't the year. Of course, that's not something you should think at all. Realize this is the year, and you can do this. And so Jack's book is fantastic for adding in all of these amazing things and eliminating something that you don't want. And his whole entire staff, they all committed together and said, yeah, I mean, they were just doing it just as a group, and it's inspiring. They tell you what happened to everybody who was participating just to help his staff, just to help write that and put that together. How empowered they became from just doing that. Very inspiring. So remember, write out your gratitude, right? And if you are somebody who's been doing the 60 Seconds to Serenity with me for a while, then you know the calm, serene mind superpower, right? We're calling it a superpower because it is. And so the 60 Seconds Serenity tools are helping you achieve that calm, serene mind. And if you want to write out the Serenity chapter from James Allen's As a Man Thinketh, that's how long it is. It takes, it fills 2 full pages, right? Like this. And write that out once per day. And then the other was a non-dominant hand exercise, and I started everybody with a short list of just your name, and then it was adding in more information, more and more and more. So if you want to see how that built, go ahead, hop back there through some of these videos. You can scroll through. Oh, that's another thing I want to tell you. I'll tell you in a second. These particular things, I've added in a very empowering quote. This is done with my non-dominant hand, and so the idea is that you're using the hand that you don't write with. You're going through the uncomfortable and very awkward beginning of writing with your non-dominant hand in a small amount of stuff, and stuff that you know, it doesn't take too much to write it out. And then the other thing was to write out this paragraph, and it's been in there. I'll also post it on here after I finish this. But I'm writing out this paragraph, right, about the paradigm. I had it. This is from previous, obviously, from last year, or from 2 years ago, right, in 2016. And I wrote it out. I filled a page. That was just my own personal exercise. All you need to do is write it out twice per day. And the 60 Seconds to Serenity, you're using that all the time. You know, maybe you realize, oh, I forgot to mail this particular piece of mail, or maybe you're like, oh, I forgot to take the garbage out. Whatever, and you realize that you're feeling like, that's maybe a uncomfortable or stressful feeling, and that's when you use 60 Seconds to Serenity. You say, nope, 60 Seconds to Serenity, going to my calm, serene mind, and staying in that place, taking myself to that place and staying there, raising your vibration, keeping it high. The only way to accomplish having that in your life more and more is to practice. It's just like anything. So somebody had mentioned, actually a bunch of people had mentioned that I discovered this particular way that people use social media. They said that the 60 Seconds to Serenity video, they're like, if I don't catch it, then I can't find it. And what I realized is that for a lot of people, getting on your mobile device or hopping on to like Facebook as a social media, because of the way other social medias are set up, you scroll and scroll and scroll, and so you're going through a long timeline or news feed, this big long news feed, and it's buried because you're connected to a lot of people, and a lot of stuff is coming into the news feed. You can subscribe to this. You can find the button that says notify me when Gregg Hammond goes live. That's one way to do it. You can also go to my timeline and scroll through my timeline. If you just click on my name and then go there, you can scroll through, right? And then you'll see other posts that are there, but you'll find the live videos there. And what I realized was, there's no training on social media on how to use one or the other, and so it's easy to think of them as similar things and scroll through thinking that you're gonna find something that you saw before. you pretty much have to take a note and know who posted that particular thing, because if you go through your news feed, it'll take you forever. You can spend a lot of time on that. You can eliminate how much time you're spending there scrolling, looking for something, by just having a note of like tuning into the Global Jam for Peace Ambassadors page, the Global Jam for Peace page, and my page. Those are great things for you to sign up for. Either join those two groups, the page and the group, like them both, and sign up for the live feeds that I do. And then you'll be able to find all of these, because there are over 70 of these 60 Seconds to Serenity. I hop on Monday through Friday and do these morning videos to help you either gain focus or regain focus, and then maintain your focus to stay in a calm, serene mind by using these tools of the 60 Seconds to Serenity, the breathing and the empowering statements, remembering your gratitude, writing down your 10 gratitude statements, your 10 things that you're grateful for, people you're grateful for, places you're grateful for. There's 10 things on your list every day. And if you have not already started, take that list to where you finish your day. If you finish your day reading a book, have your gratitude list. If it's hopefully that's something that you've added in there, that's part of your day, is finishing by reading and studying something or writing. Have your gratitude list there. If you finish your day and it is the last thing you do is you have a little bit of time in the bathroom, washing your face, brushing your teeth, and preparing, that's where you want to have your gratitude list, so that you can take that into your sleep time. You want to put this into your subconscious mind. You want to have your gratitude list and your empowering statements as what you drift off to sleep with. I put in about 25 minutes at the end of my day with empowering statements about my life and the life that I'm living. Here's a Global Jam for Peace sticker. You've seen me show these before. If you would like one of these, I can mail one to you. You just have to send me a message with your address, the mailing address you'd like me to ship these to. I will, that was close. The Keep Smiling, you get those from the Daily Smile, thedailysmile.com. That's where you can get those. These, you have to send me a message. So that's what I've got for you on this Magic Monday on the 29th. We're still working on finishing up all of the videos. We'll have it on YouTube, so you'll be able to go to, I'll have the YouTube channel. You can see it here on Facebook, and then also I'll have it linked up through one of my other websites that has books and stuff like that on there. Anyway, I'll let you get out there and make other people's lives better, because you've been improving your own life. If you've been here for many of these 60 Seconds to Serenity, then you've noticed your vibration picking up, right? And if you've noticed it pick up and you're like, wow, and then you felt it come back down, it's okay. It's part of the process, right? We're just going right back up. Just keep going right back up by using the 60 Seconds to Serenity tools. Do your non-dominant hand exercises, do your gratitudes, do your breathing, do your higher mental faculty focus, right? By thinking, using your imagination, and staying hydrated, and remembering love. The love energy, it's with you all the time. You are creating that and releasing that into your day. So, peace, love, music. I will see you tomorrow morning. If you are watching if you're watching in the morning. If it is at night, and I know that some people are tuning in at the end of the day, have a fantastic sleep time. Remember all of your empowering gratitude and statements. And I will see you soon.